The next day after dinner, Alina and Dad continued their discussion. Dad took out his phone and showed Alina a picture of her as a baby.
Who is this?
It's me.
How do you know? You know because you've seen this picture before. When you see the picture again, your brain compares it with what is stored and informs you of its decision. There are specific brain areas for long-term cortex and short-term memory, hippocampus. The brain is the center of memory and intelligence. This picture shows different brain areas and what they focus on at a high level. For detailed understanding, you have to be a neuroscientist. Computers try to emulate the concept of short-term memory and long-term memory.
How is the picture stored in my brain?
A great question. Scientists also do not know exactly. Let me explain some basic concepts first and show you how it is stored in the computer. Everything can be represented in 2 digits, zeros and 1. Let's look at how numbers and letters can be represented using 0 and 1. So if I want to write your name, Alina, it will be. A byte is a sequence of 8 digits. Your name is 5 bytes or 40 bits long. It's a long number and hard to remember, but computers store it as 0 or 1. Remember, you have almost 86 billion neurons in your head. Each neuron can contain one value, 0 or 1. I don't know exactly how it is stored in the brain, but let's imagine it is stored similarly to how a computer stores information. Let's assume that neurons can store zeros and 1 like water levels. If it is more than half, the value is 1, and if it is below half, it is 0. The brain is very complex. I'm not an expert on the human brain, so my knowledge is limited to all of its complexities and interactions. We will simplify to understand. The capacity of our brain is huge. It can store 2.5 petabytes.
Peta? What?
Petabytes. A petabyte has 15 zeros. 2.5 petabytes is 2, 5, and 14 zeros bytes. However, most brains like mine store much less. Haha. Your brain is still storing a lot of information every day. What you read, what you observe, that's how you're getting smarter. Let's use a simple example of how we can use 0 and 1 to capture simple concepts. Let's say there are 10 students in your class. Now, if someone knows 7 or more students, we can assume the student knows most of the class and hence get a value of 1. But if the student is new and knows 5 or fewer, the student is less connected and gets a value of 0. For each of your friends, they get a value of 1 or 0. So your class may look like this. This is a simple way to represent. Now 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 can be stored, retrieved, and interpreted by the computer easily. Neurons store numbers in a very similar way. The strength of the connection, like friends, determines if it is 1 or 0. Scientists have proposed this idea, but there is no definitive answer yet. Let's see how neurons store 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 1. When 2 neurons have a strong connection, it is 1 and 0 when it is weak. This is how neurons store information. Neurons store information and can process, or compute. They are a bit smarter. Your brain is still storing a lot of information every day, and that's how you're getting smarter. Every day we have new experiences. Tell me about an interesting experience today.
Oh, we had a field trip to the planetarium today. It was amazing to see stars, planets, and the big sky.
That's great. Human intelligence is the mental ability to learn from experience like you had today, adapt to new situations, and use knowledge. This is why I encourage you to read books, watch science programs, go to parks, and observe things.
Dad, I watched in National Geographic how humans discovered fire, invented the wheel, and many things a long time ago.
That's great. Humans also created rockets and computers. Humans use their intelligence to discover or create new inventions. That's the most amazing part compared to animals. However, humans have also used it to do bad things like creating atom bombs and causing climate change. Now you have a good idea of human intelligence. Tomorrow we will talk about computers and artificial intelligence. It's time to go to bed now. Good night.
Good night, Dad.